Okay, so here's the figure, right? So you guys want to make sure that you open up your drawing in Photoshop or Photopea. I'm going to file, open the texture. Go to my desktop, natural wood, and then I also grabbed a fur. So I want to open up both of these. Okay, so they're all different tabs up here. So I'm going to go to my tab that has my figure. And actually, I'll grab the white first. So I'll take the fur. I'm going to go to the move tool. You can click anywhere on the texture, click and drag it up to the tab that has the figure drawing, and then I'm going to drag it down. So scale-wise, this fur is really large. So I'm going to go up to Edit, Transform, and Scale. Make sure that you hold down Shift so that you keep it proportionate. So I'm just gonna, oh my gosh, she has one eye. I'm gonna put the fur trim here. I'm gonna make it smaller. I'm gonna kind of get it scale appropriate. Okay, so let's just say that's perfect. I'm just gonna kind of move it into place. Okay, I'm gonna trace that part of her jacket. So I'm gonna turn off the eye of the fur layer to hide it. I'm going to go over to the toolbar. I'm going to click and hold on the lasso select and choose the polygonal lasso select tool. I'm just going to zoom in so I can see what I'm doing. I hit Command plus or Control plus. You can also use the magnifying glass. Okay, so now I'm going to click my way around. I'm doing this quick. You guys will take your turn, take your time. Okay, so I have one. I'm actually going to trace this side at the same time. So I'm going to hold down Shift, and I'm going to, now I can let go of Shift, and I'm just going to keep clicking because I want to have two selections. So this is just saving me from doing it twice. Now, if you only need one piece, you would just pick up right now. Okay, so now I have my selection made. I'm going to turn the eye back on of the fabric layer or the fur layer. I'll just name it fur so I can see it. And then I'm going to go down to the bottom of the layers panel, and I'm going to click right on the mask button right here, let go. And then you'll see that this pops up now in the layers. So this is the mask. This is the actual fabric of the fur, and it's linked together so that if I go to the move tool, I can move it together. Now let's just say that the fur looks really large and I want it smaller. I would go over to the layers panel, I would unlink it, and now I can select either the mask or I could select the fur. So I'm going to select the fur, and then I'm going to go up to Edit, Transform, and then here you can scale, rotate, or do whatever you want to do. I'm just going to make it a little smaller. And then I can even move it around. And then I just have Enter. And so I have the first clipping mask. Okay, so if I want to do that again, let's say I want to bring in this wood texture. I want to make sure I have the move tool selected. Click anywhere on the texture, drag it up, drag it down. Again, this is really, really big. So I'm going to go up to Edit, Transform, Scale. Holding down Shift to make sure it stays proportionate. Okay, let's just say I'm going to do her pants maybe. Okay, so now I'm going to turn off that layer. I'm going to grab that polygonal selection tool, and I'm just going to select out. Now, I know some of you already know Photoshop, so if you want to mess around with layer modes, if you want to paint the shadows back on top of the texture, once you put it in there, that's fine too. If you don't, I really just want you guys to figure out how to do a little bit of layer masking. That's it. So don't agonize over it. If your drawing is poo-poo, it's okay. Part of this is the technology, just showing you what to do. So I'm at the beginning. I have the pants. I'm going to turn that wood grain back on, and I'm going to go down and click on the layer mask. This is what I was talking about as far as layer modes. Multiply worked really nice. It brought the shadows back up. And again, that's just by when you have a layer selected. They each think, all of these work with whatever's below it. So you might find that these don't work. Like I could even do multiply there and it retains the layers. Her one eye is freaking me out. Okay. So that's the mask.